Hey everybody, welcome back to Humankind. Established, we pretty much put out some fires, and this episode we're probably gonna continue on with that until we switch eras and have a more clearly defined goal. But I don't see any AI being, well, actually they're kind of creeping up there, so we might want to do it soon. But I'll wait until they have another star before I actually do it. We got the city defenses now, and we got a new star, more fame. That's great. Pretty easy to gain them in this era. 2 more districts, and we'll get a nice chunk of fame here as well. We completed this one. We completed the science part. Militarist, not fully. Merchant, not fully, but yeah, we made pretty good use of this era, I would say. We're pretty productive in that one. Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between 2 temples in Akhenaten, each representing a different sect of Egyptian polytheism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contends that only women with their capacity for nurturing life, possess the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leaders? Men, women, all. Okay. Okay, so if we decide between men or women, we would actually be moving towards tradition, which is something we want. What I don't know is how much we'll move there. That remains yet to be unseen. We will... Actually, we have one correction. Like, if we can move toward progress, we can then pick one science... one civic that moves us back. Yeah. We're gonna go with legitimacy, and we're gonna enact customary laws with that 1 point. Which makes it so that we don't have to go with tradition here. Any can lead our religion, as neither man nor woman are privileged over the other by gods or nature. Would make sense to me. If we had any, like, desert tribe thing, culture going, I'd go with woman, because that's just how it is historically. They have matrimony. And it did work out for them. But we're not. We're Egyptians. We're actually... I don't know much about it. I just know that they had priests, and I do think they're men, but yeah. We'll just go with all. Everybody can lead our religion. And how far did this move us? Not far at all, actually. Okay. I do realize there are follow-ups to these decisions. So we might move further towards science output, but I mean, it is a risk I can take. It's not the worst if we end up with extra science output over extra influence. I mean, both are useful, and more science output leads to better influence production, so there's that. And now we can't do anything about this here, because that's a full-grown city now, right? Or what is this? Red Doubt. Now let's find out what this is.
I'm on it.
Ay, ay, ay. Ah, there's another curiosity. One here, one there. One everywhere, okay. Okay, the Hittites are actually being... Are they being ransacked here? I hope they are. We're gonna make sure they are. We're gonna move down here a little bit. Just there. I just want to see. And if these... If these tribes ransack them, it's good. How are they called again? The zoo. If they ransack them, great. If not, we'll be the one to do it. Because that one turn probably isn't true, but we'll find out anyway. Good. And there's our second army. So let's actually bring the army up here and bring this guy up here as well. Fantastic. So now we have a kind of military force. It did cost us 2 people. Shoot! I should have waited for that one population to be completed. Oh well. Extra money on farmers, not really necessary. We don't have this. We could build in a bit of extra influence, but... And watchtowers, I mean that's always kinda sorta useful. And then we'll see what we can do after that. Probably go with an additional merchant's quarter though. Here. Why isn't it benefiting off of this? Isn't this a merchant's quarter? It's a market quarter. So if I build a market quarter next to it... Weird. Now we'll see. We'll see. We'll have probably -2 food and whatever. We'll see. How are you guys doing? Still stuff to do, not much though. And we can actually build our first ship down here. Plentiful food. So you can work on science. We'll still have plentiful food, thank you. So how about we got the fishery, so we'll have even more plentifuler food. So we could... that costs the population as well. Don't like. Destroyed by consecutive turns spent in deep water. Okay, so that's really just a coastal navigation thingy. But I would like to see if we have any neighbors. Okay, so in 6 turns, I mean I can't wait 6 turns for this. So we'll go with that. And after we've built that, we can then get the watchtowers, because I do want to see our enemies a little bit better. We get the fishmonger, because actually that is more important. And we'll leave it at that. I'm waiting to be able to build the stoneworks, because that's going to hit hard over here. I've got something to do. Pyramses should next turn get some stability back. Okay, we're in an upward trend now, but we're barely at sustenance levels of food, so we desperately need a harbor. That's gonna solve our food problems for us. +7 and +2, yeah, we'll take this one. And that artisan's quarter is also going to be great, plus get extra industry all across our great nation and extra stability all across our great nation, which is very important. How are we doing here? Threat of starvation still, great. We're not actually losing the population though, we're just rapidly dropping stability, but that should get corrected rather easily through the granary and then the upcoming aqueduct or whatever this is. Public fountain. Aqueduct's coming after that. Yeah, okay, so I think we're good on that front. It does look a bit scary now, but it should look a lot less scary soon. How are we doing? Okay, number 2 is actually... I think next turn we gotta make that decision. Can we? Yeah, we can. That is a bit annoying because I really love these units. I really wanted them to stick around an additional turn or two, so we can get up to 3 before we have to abandon the Egyptian culture, because I don't want to be... And we could stick with the Egyptians, but like I said, the episode where I met that... bronze working. Very nice. Oh, shoot! There's another... There's a whole city now of these retards. Great! That's great. So we really got to clean up our garden here. Threat of starvation in Acathean. Yeah, I know, but that should... Oh no, it's not Acathean here. Where's Acathean? There! Civic point gained. Great, great, great. And we got stuff to research. Okay, so we need to go up here because we can't research anymore in the era we're currently in. Okay, so that kind of settles it then. And these guys are gone with the wind. Great. So we can get that curiosity. Animal remains. And actually settle this region here before any annoying... How much does it cost? 140. Okay, that's doable. Let us see what we can find here. Oh, actually we happen to be in one of the better positions for an outpost. 12 food, 7... That one seems pretty nice. 26. Lots of food and a good bit of starting industry. Not so interesting here. Not so great here. We got plenty of food over here. But that doesn't help us early on. Yeah, I think this here is pretty much the ideal point. Let's make that claim. Next turn. Actually, can these armies... They can. Crazy. Okay, so we can actually establish outposts with these guys. Pretty crazy. How far... 4 turns. That is annoying. What are you? Violent. Cannot be done as... You must wait for the outpost to become a city. So that is just an outpost currently. We could attack it. We should attack it. And then probably establish our own up here. So let's meet up. Five turns. These damned rivers. Is that route even working? I think it does. Okay, so we're... I don't trust the pathfinding anymore. So we move around here, then we can get up here, and then we can get through here. Yes, that should work. Okay. You move up there. And you guys follow along. Also 4 turns. Taking a bit of a different route, revealing more stuff. That is actually pretty good. Okay, so now here we're the threat of starvation again. Why is that? 6 output. Awesome. Because we've grown and we can't sustain. Well, we're still... Okay, now we're at sustenance. And stability should stabilize accordingly. What does this little thing bring us? Extra industry, extra science production. We'll put it there, but probably won't be able to finish it. We can build a harbor? Seriously? That's great. We can just build a harbor in this little puddle over here. Well, it's a desperation move for more food. I mean, the harbor can then be improved by fishery and... We could use that. Because there's nothing else we can do here. I mean... Nothing. We could build... We're currently building the watchtower, right? So we could... industry ourselves up here. And I'll try and do that. We'll see how this stabilizes next turn. Now... Did it work out the way I wanted to? We're at sustenance level. And apparently dropping down to 6%, but that should probably change next turn. Yeah, we don't really have great food production possibilities here. I mean, once we can get down here, it's gonna be okay. So we might wanna build a pyramid. Yeah, hang on. Before we make that decision, we gotta check out something. So one of the cultures I'm looking to take over is the Celts, and we'll get +2 food on districts producing food. And we'll get this thing instead of our industry producing pyramids. That would solve our food problems right away. And we'll still have an individual building that we could place to extend our districts to. One of the ones I would rather take is, I think these guys. Yeah, Humanities are very interesting on account of their great obelisk. +5 per religion, +5 per adjacent farmers' quarter. So those can be placed strategically. Actually would also solve our problem quite nicely. But mostly I'm interested in these guys because we get +2 administrators. Will allow us to go wide quite well. We'll have the immortals that require bronze that we could afford, who are pretty good just defender unit. And we'll have the satrap's palace. Extra money and extra money per adjacent market quarters, which is going to be a bit hard to play. So those are the choices I have. The Persians, the Axumites, the Greeks actually are also very interesting. Because the hoplites are a decent army, decent unit. Or we'll go with the Celts, who have a very cheap, kind of useful warrior unit, and would solve our food problem immediately. I think if we could get one more turn out of this, just research horsemanship. Just delay this a little longer, because the more information we have, the better it is, and I really want that third. How we're gonna get that? Can we afford to buy it out here? This would make life a lot easier here. Put you in line there. 300. Yeah, it's probably not going to work out in 2 turns. Could we move population? No, we can't. Yeah, no, we can't. I was about to ask if we could. Oh, procession. Okay. Start Inquisition, banish population. Okay. Wow. Plus cannot be done. Okay. We could actually do the procession though. Get some stability. Interesting. Not here. Show civics. But I do want to stay here in the... Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Extra industry. is actually quite nice. Religious districts, we're not building those. Currently, anyway. Yo. Yeah, but that doesn't solve our problem either. How we get one more military unit? Is there a way? Is there a way? Every city only has 2 people. We could gamble on it. See how much it costs next turn. I think I'm willing to try this. I think I'm willing to try to sacrifice 1 turn. See what we can get. Let's actually use 1 second outpost. Because why not? What will bring that? 300 gold. Yeah. Yep. That will actually solve our problem quite nicely. Hello, barbarians. Goodbye, barbarians. I don't want to lose my army so easily. Can we just be friends? Like, I'll just wait here, skip a turn, wait for you guys to move somewhere. Okay, that actually solved our problem nicely. Perfect. Wow. Okay, fine. We gotta fight. Actually, this isn't high ground. This here is high ground. Yeah, we don't really have an advantageous position. We could only fight them on even ground. So we'll just retreat. Don't want to lose my scouts here. Wow, that was... they're gonna be a bit angry at us. Oh, there's a lair. Great. So we should get the heck out of dodge. But that is very, 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 very profitable. Okay, now we can actually... I need to declare war. But this here probably counts as sailing in open waters. I just hope we can get to land here soon. So let's see. How long can we... Oh. Is that deep water? Ocean. Okay, and this here is coastal water. Okay. Consecutive turns. How many though? Should be able to survive a couple, right? Should be able to get around here. Famous last words. Okay, so now we can actually buy out these guys at a reasonable cost of 250. Because that was basically what we were gifted. So let us do that. And then we can continue on as if nothing happened. Great. We did solve the food... No, we didn't solve the food problem. We're at threat of starvation still. Because of one... Hang on. The artisan quarter here will not help us. Yeah, so we'll just make less money. Whatever. Okay, fine. Just make a little bit less money. Once we have the harbor here, our problem will be solved. So, and I'm gonna probably be solved for good. Don't see that happening anytime soon then, because there's plenty of food tiles around it, and we can improve the harbor as well. So I think we're good on the food front here. And hence also the stability. So that city is not a problem anymore. The only one is a problem is this. Did we get that district built? No, we didn't have it queued up. Well, watchtower for 57. Yeah, sure, we'll wait the 1 turn. That's okay. We're good here as well. We're just basically on sustenance level, but I don't think it's enough to justify picking the Celts, because whatever building we get, we can place it somewhere here and build some food districts around it to help with our problem. And we'll bring the army up. Maybe just around. Oh, they can't move after being constructed. Okay, fine. Oh, we're not the only one close to being able to change cultures. So, I think we don't need the Celts. Now, please tell me everybody's still available. Yes, okay. So we don't need the Celts. That was my... I kind of like that style. I like that Berserker unit, and I like that we can grow wide. Might yet end up picking them, actually. Because that would mean we can produce a lot of these units, right? If we have more food. Not Carthage, what was it? The Greeks are interesting in general because we really don't have much science output. And they have a decent unit here. And this here is just additional influence. And that might also help us grow quite quickly. So we'll rule out these guys, I think. Yeah, we need... it's too bad I can't focus this tooltip. We need some iron to produce this unit. And while the Great Obelisk is a very interesting building, the 10% money generated from ongoing trade is not that great, because we're not really trading anything yet. So it's between the Persians and the Greeks, I think. So let's compare those two. +2 administrator count is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. We'll have 2 cities basically supercharged again. That will help us expand rapidly. And this here just does +5 money and +2 per adjacent market quarter. That is not great, but the Immortal is great. While the Greeks will help us grow overall, more influence, more science. So do the Celts. So it's really between these three. You gotta throw a dice, honestly. It's such a tough decision. Extra food, extra fate, and a spammable unit that is very mobile. Over spammable unit that is not so mobile. Over a pretty much the same Immortals. Okay, let's do one last check and let's see how many administrators we can get. We'll be up in this tech tree then. We'll have 1 administrator here. And sorry guys for taking up that much time. 2. Is that era 3 already? Yeah, that's era 3 already. Okay, so we got 2 administrators that we could get. And how many we probably might need. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more regions, plus whatever we take of these Hittites once we attack them. So administrators would be quite beneficial. It's so tough. Oh man. Really love the game for putting me in this spot though. I think we'll go with the administrators. Persians or... what was the other ones? Or Celts. I like the mobility though. Adjacent market quarters. That kind of kills it for me, so I think we'll go with the Celts. Yeah, we'll get additional fate, which is useful. Just get a plain extra food. Get a nice spammable unit. We're not really at the point yet where we'll grow science output that much. Ah, let's just go with the Greeks. I mean, they're just... Okay, let's pick the Celts. Ah, guys. I can't decide. We'll pick the Celts. Okay. Man, that was hard. Yes. Confirm, please.
As urban centres grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability.
Yep. And all changes our lands now. Nice. So all the districts look a little bit different. Get rebuilt in a Celtic style, and there we are. Research horsemanship. Let's, before we end the episode, check out... Okay, so these are in reasonable distance. We can build schools, we can... yeah, we'll decide on that. Reach new era. All technologies in the area are now available to research. Each era brings new gameplay. Okay, we read that already. Great. Anyway, I gotta take a break in here, guys, because I wasted all the time hemming and hawing about the culture. We lost an army at sea. What? Hang on. Your army has the lost at sea status and will be destroyed next turn. Uh-oh. So we gotta bring him into the coastal waters. Whew. Okay, so we'll explore this way. Fine. Be that way, game. Maybe we can find something here, or maybe find a way to cross here. Anyway, that'll do it for the episode, guys. Sorry for taking so long to decide, but I think we're good now. We'll take a look through our cities next episode, see what that Celtic bonus did for us. Then we'll see how we can actually earn... Yeah, get more population is going to be the key here. And yeah, we'll start spamming our spammable Gesati warriors who are fighting naked, which I would do too if I had a body like that, with a magnificent beard and tattoos that match. But yeah, sadly, not everybody's gifted like that. Anyway, guys, have a nice day and see you around for the next one.